starting a little bit earlier than what I wanted to. We're going to do something a little bit different today. Let me bring down these comments. I hope y'all had a good Easter. We had a good weekend. I have a lot of stuff that I need to catch up on. So from work, products, answering people's comments, questions, emails, and all this other stuff. And I just decided to, hey, I'm got the ATEM recording ISO, so every single input is being recorded, which reminds me, I guess I need to turn on every single camera to make sure all of this stuff is working. Come on, turn on, turn on, turn on. I think some of these I didn't turn on at all. I guess I should have been a little bit more prepared than I was. But again, the whole goal today is for me, audio level. Yeah, I'm not talking up. I got this headphone on. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Hopefully that works a little bit better. I'm using my headset right now. But like I was trying to say, folks, I am trying to catch up on some work. And what I'm going to do is just bring y'all along with me while I'm trying to get all of these videos. So we got a bunch of products that we're reviewing. We have some emails that are going back and forth with that y'all have asked. What else? We got a bunch of stuff that's going on, and I just wanted to take you along with me and do everything what I'm doing live. What I'm going to do, the plan of this is I'm recording everything. So when this live stream is over, I've already done all of my videos all combined, and then I'll split this stuff up. So let me take you over to the camera here behind me. Oh, wrong one. It's not on. All right. There we go. Are we on now? Waiting for my, there it goes. Now it's on. So I need to move this email to the side. Some interference with the mic. All right, let me take the headset off. I think the headset has been giving me a little bit of issues. How's it sounding now? We're just going directly from here. And again, I don't have my headphones on, so I can't honestly even hear how this sounds. Oh, isn't it fun when you try and do something live for the first time and then all this stuff starts falling apart? Actually, let me leave the comments going live so I can see y'all as well. Just to give you a heads up, we have some of the stuff that we're going to be reviewing is we have the new dome camera from Ubiquiti. We're going to be installing that at Galilee. We also have a new video switcher by AJaytheCEO. We also have a multi-screen digital display setup by Ori. Monty, what's going on, sir? Oh, Lord, this is loud in my ear. Yeah, so Monty, like I said, man, I'm trying to be more productive. I got so much stuff I got to catch up on. So I'm like, why not just do this as a live stream? And then I'll record myself off, and then I'll just edit this after the fact. I'll enjoy the ride. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get my headphone back down my back, and I can't get it. Come on now. But anyway, we have the dome camera by Unify that we're going to be reviewing. We also have a new video switcher by AJaytheCEO that we're going to be checking out. We have a digital wall type of setup provided by Ori. I got a couple of emails and questions that people ask how to set up audio on the SQ5 for your live stream. We also have, what else? Also the OBS bot. I got the updated drivers and stuff like that. That review is beyond late, but we're just gonna do it in a different thing. So, hey, just join along with me. Hopefully we got everything up and running now. So I need to minimize this so that this camera will look at me instead of everything else. And I need to bring up a window so I can actually see what is going on. Bruce, hello, everybody. I hope y'all are all doing well. Man, I need to formalize this a lot better than how I am doing this. Let me get my view so I can actually see what's going on, folks. Output. That's what I need to see. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. I think I got my cameras all set up. I got my top-down view and all this other fun stuff. I need the ATEM software open over here so that I can actually control the cameras. You see how unprepared I am? Over there? Alrighty. Yay. All right, so, and I guess I gotta keep the comments down. Like I said, folks, I am actually recording this, so I will be able to add all this stuff later, and it'll be separate videos. No, I don't want to close the social. Alrighty, so let's start with the first one. So like I said, folks, I am preparing and doing this for my recording, and I need to turn the lights on so I can have better lighting when I actually do this. All right, so y'all are seeing behind the scenes how I normally prepare all of my videos. And I guess I need to switch back to this camera first when I start it off. All right, so I think I got everything set up. So excuse the formalities, but y'all are getting a straight look behind the scenes of how I actually record this stuff and try not to get myself choked by my headset. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we are here to check out a couple of new products from Ubiquiti. This is the Ultra line. Actually, I already have one of these in my setup, but this is the Ultra 60 watt. This is a very flexible 8-port PoE switch that depends on how much power that you put into it, it will show how much power is also being supported. Now we also have the brand new G5 Dome Ultra. They have a bunch of Ultra products that are out. These are actually going to go into the expanded phase 2 that I talked about in the video that I'll tag here of the install that we did at Galilee. So let's go ahead and open this up so you can see what's inside. And again, the client paid for this, so Ubiquiti has not sent me any of this stuff, as much as I would love for them to start sending me stuff. So this one actually, when I ordered this one actually has a power switch, and you can power this on regular PoE or PoE++, but depending on what type of adapter that you go to it will depend on what it can be supported. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AJ, I thought you said it's 8. Boom, the one is on the back, which I like that they actually do that. So that's for your input, so it makes it a lot easier. Now, the other thing with this, it has a magnetic mount. So I don't have, well, you see the screws are sticking to this right now, but this will actually allow you to stick this to the frame of a, of a rack mount or something like that. That is how I'm actually going to do this. Or you can have the screws and screw it into the wall. This is actually going to go into a rack mount. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to hook this up to my network just to show you how everything would be installed and connected. And I do not have the comments up, folks. So let me switch over to comments so I can actually see if y'all are saying something. And I'm just going to keep them on automatic so that they will automatically pop up. I don't have everything beside me to control it like I normally would. So let me reposition this down to the bottom here. All right, there you go. So I will try to look back at the comments. Like I said, I don't have the full access to look at everything like I normally would. Brian, hello, everybody who's on board. Hello, hello. I'm going to try and get y'all's questions. Mainly, this is me trying to catch up my backlog. and recording all of these new videos and product reviews that I am much overdue. And I do not remember which power supply I got with this. Yeah, it was just the 60 watt. I'll put a graphic over top to show you the other options that you do have. There is one, it's a 220 watt that you can send to this as well too. And it can do a lot of powering of stuff. So first, let's go ahead and connect this up. And where's the closest power switch? Right there. And just like that, I lost me being able to hear what y'all are saying, but give me a second so I can plug this back up. Monty, I got a question for you, sir. What do you have for wireless playback so you can hear when you're talking? That's something that I know I need to add to my setup, especially when I'm walking around and doing stuff like this. All right, so we got it powered up here. And let's go ahead and connect it to my network. And actually, I have it plugged into a PoE line. I don't need that. I'm going to plug it into just a regular old generic one. All right, so we got it plugged in there. All right, hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and cut back over to my desktop. And that way, we can actually take a look at everything that's on here, and I can actually use my better mic. Don't y'all love all this behind the scenes of how I always try and tell everybody anybody can do what this is? Because, boy, this guy is all over the place today. All right, let's cut back over to this shot. So I'm right here. My lights are on. Wireless playback, nothing right now. Something I need to figure out still. Hey, same here. All right, so we're gonna go back to my regular view. And, whew, Monty, I'm telling you, I hope everybody appreciates that it takes a lot to get this stuff behind the scenes. So let me turn this off. I would go back to this mic. Our SQ5 audio got disconnected from the computer yet again. We think it's narrowed down to the effects. Okay, sweet. I'm going to look through that as well, too, because this is my first time being able to play around with that. All righty, let me bring up my browser window. And I need to bring up Unify. So hopefully y'all can hear me. I do have this. This one is pretty maxed out, so I can't turn this up. I'll make sure I'm talking directly into here. All righty. So, all right, folks, so we're here on the desktop. And now let's go ahead and check out my Unify setup. Again, this is going to be reset when I get to Galilee. But let's go over here to our hardware. And we're going to go to all. And there we go. There's the USW Ultra 60 watt. Like I said, I have one already. This is the USW upstairs. I replaced that since I needed multiple PoE connections up here. Let's go ahead and adopt this. Bring it on board. Like I said, I would do my best to answer y'all's questions. This is just one of those things I'm going to have to edit out when we put this all together. All right, so we got it on our network. So now let's go ahead and look at it. So like I said, you have the 7 ports. The one in the back is just for your uplink. You see I have 52 watts. That's what it says because I have the 60 watt plug providing power. So actually, let's come out of here real quick and let's show you exactly where this is. So this is the new Ultra line. So if I come over here to switching and we come down here to the Ultra right here. So see, it goes, this is the one that I have, the regular Ultra. This is the 60 watt. And then this is the 210 watt. So like I said, it all depends on what you plug into it, the power adapter. So like I said, the one I have upstairs has no power adapter. I'm just sending regular PoE++ going to that. Then the 60 watt, that is what I am working with right now. And the 210 will, depend on how much stuff and how much wattage it actually can go to it. So really a flexible option, especially like for me, I'm putting this in place because Galilee is actually adding another 7 security cameras. And instead of me running another 7 lines there from the front where the rack is all the way back, I'm just going to run 2 lines, one as a backup, but one going all the way back there. And now I have the 7-port PoE switch that can provide power to all of the devices on the fellowship hall side of the church. So one thing I have noticed, I can't do port. I can't add a specific VLAN onto some of the ports here. See, tagged VLAN management is limited on this device. So typically I have a protect VLAN for all of the cameras, so they're on a separate stuff. This one does not support that. Now, if you plug this into a port, like on my rack, my 24-port switch, I can send that and tag anything that comes out of that to our IP addresses, and then it would go there, but you can't change one off every port. So like if I come over here to this switch and the one that's plugged in, see, I can come in here and say the only IP address that's going to go here is this VLAN, and then everything that's plugged into the switch will work. That's how I'm going to do that in Galilee, but you can't do that as a one-off on this switch. Be aware of that. And that's pretty much it. Nothing really fancy. I do just like the magnetic points of it. Really simple. And like I said, I've replaced this with mine upstairs. Really short video, very simple to set up. I really like that they've been adding a bunch of ultra line. I don't know where this is going with it. We do have another product that we are going to check out with it. But let me know. Link is down below if you're interested in getting one. Let me know if you have any other questions, because I'm going to install this in Galilee. Like I said, I have the power switch one upstairs. I have not seen on the website that if you decide to buy one and you get one like me without the adapter, how to buy the extra adapters. I don't see that as an option anywhere on the website here. So I don't know. So like right here, if I go back over here, inside of here, I don't see any way just to get just the adapter by itself. So maybe it will be in the future. Again, I don't see them here. So that's an option. And I will get to your question here in a second. And I'll wrap this part up. So I think I already said that part. So again, I'm giving y'all behind the scenes of what I do. So when I record this, AJ, cut back everything here, your outro, and then redo your outro again. All right, these are notes that I give myself when I'm editing. All right, folks, so that's about it. Again, this is the Ubiquiti Unify Ultra 60 watt. Again, I have the PoE one only. There's no way currently I see on their website that you can buy separate adapters if you decide to get the non-adapter one and then add one later. When I find that out, I'll update that and let you know. But a very nice product. And we're going to be installing this, like I said, at Galilee. Let me know if you have any questions, because, again, I do have this, not the powered one, with the adapter. So if you have any other questions, we can follow up and do all that other stuff, too. Link is down below if you want to interested in getting one, and that's about it. So if you like the type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later. All right, so then that's where I cut off. And then we're going to go rinse and repeat. Let's go back to my other camera. And I need to go back to my wireless. And I need to lock this so that everybody does not see that. Well, the camera doesn't lock onto that. All right, so let me take a quick break and see if I can answer this question here. Any thoughts on listening assist sounds for our sanctuary? Our current one has quit working altogether. I've seen some with receivers, FM, and others with wireless systems using a phone app. Now, Brent, what is the main purpose? Is it for your team to talk to each other? What else? Give me some a little bit of input on that one, and I can see if I can steer you in a direction with that. And I need to move that pedal over here so I can turn this on and off. All right, I need an Ethernet cable so that we can do part 2. Oh, I hope y'all are all doing well, and hopefully the camera has not lost me. I was getting ready to say, where's my super suit? I need to have another cable. What can I use? All right, excuse me one second, folks. I need to go in the garage to see if I can get myself a cable. All right, I got all of the short cables that I'm using for the rack mount at TCF. So I'll just use one of these. Put all this stuff back so I know where the mounting screws and everything is. And I think that is about it. So the G5 Dome Ultra. Let me set my overhead. That's what the macros are very, very useful. Dr. JMM, this is just me being productive. I am recording a whole bunch of reviews at the same time, just live streaming it so you can see behind the scenes how I do everything. And then because I'm recording everything, I will come back and edit that, and these will all be separate videos. So we just did a review of the USW Ultra 60 watt by Ubiquiti, and we're getting ready to do the G5 Dome Ultra. Alrighty, so I think we're good. Let me move this so I can control everything and see what is going on. That's here. Minimize that so I can see what's going on. And I responded to your comment, so let's take that down. And yeah, doctor, I had a rough night. Woke up about like 7 times, so I'm just like, it's just something I guess I got to live with for right now. But I hope you are doing well as well, and thanks for asking. All right, so that's done. That's done. And now we'll start the recording on this one. Is my overview straight? Yes, it is. So we'll set that up for SuperSource to go to next. I need to bring up my tablet so I can actually control this right here. I left my iPad upstairs. All right, let's get started with take 2. All right, thanks for that, Mike. G5 don't matter. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we are here with another product from Ubiquiti. This is the G5 Dome Ultra. We just checked out the USW Ultra through Ubiquiti. This is actually a product that we're going to be installing with Galilee to add on because they're adding some more cameras, and this just happens to be a dome camera. You never know. This might be offered as an option at a couple other ministries that have the unified line of cameras that we're doing. So let's go ahead and crack it open and let's see what you get inside. Yeah, I was actually looking at getting a raising desk. I really was. The only thing I got to be careful of is this camera here, so it doesn't go high enough and it doesn't punch a hole in the ceiling. So I got to be mindful of that. But I am looking at getting one. Alrighty, folks. So like I said, this was, I wish Ubiquiti sent this to me, but this is something that we bought as a suggestion. This is actually going to be the camera that goes inside the sanctuary that will give us a wide perspective of everything there. Let's go ahead and open it up and let's see what is inside. And they've really shrunk this thing. Be mindful of how this needs to be installed too. So we got our little documentation. All right. Can y'all see me now? Okay. Good Lord. It had to do with like, I don't know what happened. My whole vMix crashed. It won't let me start it back up. So I'm gonna have to reboot this. So we're streaming directly from the ATEM. So this is gonna be not that bad. I mean, it's the same way I normally would. But anyway, that's interesting. So let me go back to where I left off at, if I can remember where I left off at. And right here. All right, this is where we're at. Hey, I get this. I mean, at least my stuff, we were recording the entire time. So anyway, where did I leave off? And where did I do with the camera? All right, it's over here. All righty. So, yeah, and I wasn't even paying attention. It says right here on the box to line up the U's right there. Says it right there. Reading is fundamental, folks. All right. So anyway, we got this done. And that's how, so you got to make sure when you're mounting this that the hole, obviously, that you make for this is big enough to pass through this entire thing. This is not something that is rated for outdoors. This is for indoor only. All right. I mean, even though it feels like it could be because this is waterproof, I wouldn't tempt it. If I'm wrong, I will make a note and a graphic stating as much. So what we got right now, we have the Ultra that we just set up in our previous video. Let's go ahead and plug this in, and then we can see what type of power is being drawn from this and the type of angle. Again, this is meant for wall mount or ceiling mount. Doesn't look like this can be set on a tripod or something like that. I guess you could 3D print one, but anyway, we got that done. Let's go ahead and head back over to the desk and let's see if we can get this stuff sorted out. And let me log back in to my computer and let's go back to this mic and let's go back to our setup. Oh. Alrighty, folks, we're here on the desktop. Let's cut over here. We are now on our stuff, and you see right here, ready to add the G5 Dome Ultra. All right, let's go ahead and add that. And it kicks me over to protect. Now, typically, I always keep all of my cameras in a... I have no idea. Sorry, my computer's still acting up. Let me restart it. All right, so normally I hard code all of my IP addresses with my camera so they're in order. That's the same thing that we're going to do when we actually put this in Galilee. But let's go ahead and adopt this. And we're obviously going to reset it because it's not going to stay here. And that was fast. And this is a 2K camera. Now, let's go ahead and see what that image... Oh, it's doing an update. I was getting ready to say I thought it was done. And let's catch up to speed with the camera here. Again, I hope all of y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for the patience. As y'all can see, no matter how much you do this, there's stuff that is outside of your control. I have no idea why my computer just crashed and it's not seeing all of this stuff. But, hey, this is the nature of how you do stuff. All right, so... waiting for that computer to install. And see, this is the other reason why I say you have multiple systems. Just imagine if I was running everything on that one system. Oh, I'd be in some trouble, especially if this was church or something like that. Wouldn't be able to access anything. And it's funny, my computer still has not started back up yet. All right, we'll just manually restart it. So while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and show you what Galilee is. If you don't remember, if you haven't watched, Galilee is the church that we did last week that actually has Starlink in its place. So like right now, as you can see, we have 6 cameras. This is going to be the 7th 2K. All the rest of them are going to be 1080p because we have not installed an NVR. So right now, if we added, we can add 10 more HD cameras. So, but we're only going to add 6, and then the 7th is going to be there. So we should be right. We should still have a little bit of space left. So as you can see, this is the one camera that we do have installed there, but that's where this is going to go. All right, so let's cut back over here, and it's still updating. Oh, no, it's on now. So let's look at, it is still updating. Wow. So anyway, while we're doing that, let me go back in the chat and see. Can you see the comments easily anymore? I'm looking at them right now, Mike. So I don't have vMix or anything up right now. I can. Let's see if everything starts up for me with vMix, because I might just migrate it over. If I can get everything to show up. So we're starting vMix back up. All right, so while that is going on, we got the camera there. As you can see, there is our shot. It is set to high quality. And what other settings do we have inside of this? Ooh, shutter exposure. This is new. So we can do auto, frame clarity, or best low light quality. So obviously it's showing a car. So I guess this, I stand corrected. This can go outside. Also, I didn't tell you the price. The price of this is $129, which is significantly lower than the G4. The G4s were $199, the starting price of some of their cameras. We have HDR settings, auto, always on, off. I'll probably leave that on. This is going to sit inside. Frame rate, custom at 30 frames a second. Okay, video compression, custom. Night vision, I like to have that as auto. Infrared filter and infrared LED. Okay, and then let's see what's under advanced. And my phone is going off. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put that on silent. All right, vMix is back up. Now let's see if I can get it to open up, because if we do, I would kick right back over to vMix so I can actually see everything. All right, so that's under main. Let's see what's under advanced. Under advanced, this is where you can actually dial in everything, auto rotate. Thank God that's an option. So it'll determine if it's flipped upside down and give you the angle. So that's cool. And that's mainly it. I kind of don't like to do any of this stuff, because mainly when I install this for a client, very rarely are they ever going in and touching this stuff. I do have a couple of people that will mess with it, and then they mess up all the settings. So we have to go in and factory reset it. So now, because of the cameras, now I am using the latest version of Protect, where it actually shows the cameras live inside of the main screen. It used to be a call out where you had to go to the camera itself. But again, really, really nice in its setup. And yay, I think vMix is working again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream real quick. I'm going to stop streaming on this system. And then, actually, I should be able to just start with the web presenter. Give me 1 second, folks, and we're going to transition over. Hopefully, y'all should not see that much of a glitch. All right, I see a comment there. All right, so we're back on vMix, because so we're back on vMix. So obviously you can see the comments. So yay. But anyway, so we got everything there. So I'm really liking this so far. What would be an ideal location of where this is going to go? Again, for me, this is going to go, it might depend. Like I could see going in the ceiling of a fellowship hall. That's going to be kind of a wide shot. And where most likely where this is going to go is either going to go inside the sanctuary or the fellowship hall. Now, let's go back over here to the computer real quick. I don't know why I didn't just do this. let's go over to the store and let's look at the cameras as well too. So again, this is a part of the Ultra line. I was debating about getting the turret. I actually got it right when it came out, so they're out of stock now. They do have a turret. I was thinking about getting that, but I wanted to get this one as well. But again, they're going for $129, which is very, very affordable, and it comes in price. So like I said, the G5 is what you saw that I have for the outdoor ones, and the flexes are what I'm using indoors, the 1080p version. So this one right there, got them in a bundle. And then this one. So again, see, right here, it says it's meant for low profile indoor security. So even though it was waterproof, yeah, so I stand corrected. If you're going to use this, install it indoors. That's where I'm going to install that. Again, link is down below if you want to get one of these. We're going to be installing this not next week, but probably 2 weeks from now when we head back down to Galilee. We'll go through the whole thing. So I'll be holding on to this for a little bit, but and we'll go through the installing and everything, and I'll call that out, especially when we do the install down in Galilee. Link is down below if you're interested in getting one, and that's about it. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video later. Now, it's interesting. I say that because it's timed just right. So when I edit the video, it goes in place. So for y'all that wonder when I say stuff like that. Hello, everybody. Like I said, we're trying to do something new. I have a backlog of a whole bunch of work that I have. And this was me just live streaming so y'all can see behind the scenes and everything. How do you set up an LED wall? That is a very, well, what do you mean in aspect of how you set it up? Mainly, I have videos where I walk through that, but what you're going to do is whatever your output is, no matter what it is, you convert it over to, at least the ones that I've used, they have DVI input, VGA input, or HDMI input. That goes into the converter. Then the converter sends a signal to the splitter that goes to the digital wall that you hang, and that's sent to the digital wall over Ethernet cables. That's pretty much it. Oh, no, we're back. Am I going to go live tomorrow? No, I'm not going to go live tomorrow. I have 2 Zoom meetings, and I'm probably going to drive up to Northern Virginia to drop off a lot of this stuff. So, no, I'm not going to do that. And let me turn off automatic so that I can bring up y'all's comments here. Hey, TT, you're fine. So like I said, no, I'm not going to go live tomorrow. We're going to be driving around tomorrow. I got 2 appointments, and I got some other stuff going on. Yes, you can ask a question right now while I'm prepping for all this other stuff. And let me know also, do y'all want, I can stop the recording and I can show you how I edit this if you would want to. We just did 2 videos. We still got a bunch of other stuff to do. We still got the OBS bot. We have the new video switcher by AVCans. We also have a multi-view display that kind of leads into the question of setting up an LED wall. I would have to move a monitor over here to make that work. That one I might have to have some more prep to set up, so I might not do that one live. But yeah, y'all can fire away your questions while we prep for the next phase of something. I think I'm going to do, maybe we can do the video switcher. Yeah, I think we'll do the video switcher. And I've left this on. Question is, how do you enable live chat in OBS? Well, the old way, when I used to do this, I used to actually bring it up, bring up the chat like I'm looking at right now. So let me pop this out here. And I'll go back over to my desktop. What I used to do is I would pop this screen out and I would take the URL here. And then in OBS, now I don't have OBS on. I mean, my ATEM is not connected to this computer because I had to use the extra USB to record. So what I would do is I would capture that, and then I would come in here and then do a browser. Now, this is the old way I would do it. So I would do chat, and then the URL, I pasted the fun of living right beside a fire station. I think every house I've ever had, I've always lived by a fire station. Now that I think about it, so see the dimensions are not cool right there. So we had changed this to change the height to 1080, not width. Width, I would probably say is 600. And we'll reposition this. And now there are some plugins that you could use, so you don't need to do this. So I do something like this. This is how I'd originally do it, and then hold down Alt to get rid of all the extra stuff I don't want people to see. So I can crop out this bottom part. And let's crop the side a little bit. And this is how I would normally do that. And then I would do a color key to get rid of the black so that you can see something behind it. So I don't know, do I have a camera connected to this? I think I was using NDI for this. No, that's the Famaco. Let's turn on the PTZ Optics one. No, that's that one. That one doesn't have the license. What's the other one? Maybe do the BZB gear. Yeah, that'll be the BZB gear. So I would put that behind here. And like I said, I would need to crop out some more of that sign in here. And then on this chat, let's do a filter, and let's see if we can do a color key on here. And I would pick custom color, select color, pick it from the screen. I select black and see, and there we go. So most likely I would have put another color behind that just to make it a lot easier. So say we'll do a color source, and let's make this color. I don't want to do completely black. We'll do it kind of like a charcoal. And let's bring it behind here and then slide it over. And then we can add an opacity to this. Then we just lighten it up a little bit so we can see through it. So that's how I used to do this old school. Now, Prism Live has that plugin built in, so you don't need to do this. But that's how I would do it. Let's go back to this other question here. What's the best camera to use for a church live stream? That is very subjective. Me personally, I like PTZs because you can get them up on the wall, out of the way, and they can be controlled remotely. They've come down. You can get the AVCans E20 for sometimes as low as $399. Then you add a joystick to it, and you're looking at a PTZ option of maybe around like $700. You could go with a camcorder, but then you would still need somebody to go and manually control it. Some of these camcorders have Wi-Fi. I don't like them because they're not as real-time as needed. A lot of people use DSLRs. I personally don't like them because the battery can die. And you still don't have remote control to control it as much as you want. Niche. Hey, AJ, is there a cheaper alternative to the Blackmagic streaming bridge? Yes, I actually did one where I built one with a Raspberry Pi. Actually, Spring Creek Baptist Church is still using that. So if you get yourself a Raspberry Pi, then you can make one. And let me see. So that video is right here. Used dual Raspberry Pis. This is what I used for that. And I think that's the same setup that I did. That was a while ago. That was like 2 years ago. But yeah, that is still working for the Spring Creek because I was there maybe about a month ago where they had a question about it. Let's see. Are they still charging an arm and a leg for these? Because they were really hard to get for a while. Let's see. Let's see how much they're charging. I mean, 150 is not bad, but I mean, the streaming bridge is almost. How much is that going for? I mean, the streaming bridge, you're saving yourself maybe $50, and you still got to get yourself a case and all this other stuff. By the time you buy everything, the streaming bridge would have came out as the same price. Wants to know how to make a pro church intro. I'm assuming that's intro. I've done a bunch of them. I actually did one, and I make one in DaVinci Resolve. The easiest way is just to do it in Canva, and then you can copy everything over. If you're not familiar with video editing, what I've done on a bunch of my intros, like I'll show you the intro that I did for my daughter's career day at my daughter's school. This is the template that I got from Envato. This is the one that I use all the time over there. So this is the end result of what I made. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. That's the short that I did. Where's the intro? There it is. So this was just a template where I just drag and drop my stuff in there and just change the text and things like that. So if I go to Elements at Envato, let me cut over real quick so I can log in. All right, where's it at? Where's it at? All right, here it goes. All right, so in here, this was the presentation. No, that wasn't it. Which one? No, that was it. Yeah, so this is the presentation that I got. I just downloaded and put this in and just drag my images, and this is the same thing that you could do for an intro. This is the same way when I've done stuff at Antioch, which honestly, they're still using the one that I did. No one's actually been updating any of the stuff there on the website. No, that's actually the old one. That's the old channel that we remade. This is the one where, now this is the intro that I made directly in DaVinci Resolve. There's the logo. That was just me flying over with the drone and doing aerials from the church. So again, it's you don't have to be really fancy, but you know, what's the definition of when you're saying a pro church intro? Brent, I think Mike suggested something in the comments that he uses something. I personally have not done that, so it's kind of hard for me to talk from that because I have not been in that wheelhouse to even look into doing something like that yet. Philip Paul, hey AJ, on the digital mixer, can you get a separate gain setting on individual channel for aux out? Individual gain setting. I don't think so. At least the ones that I have. I can't say. I would assume you should be able to. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. And the SQ5 is upstairs. That's the other video I need to do, but that's going to take me a minute to move all that stuff down here and redo all that. Dr. JMM, in your Q&A video, how did you find that countdown? Because next week I want to make a Q&A on Monday. Well, no, the countdown I actually, it was a plugin that I used and it put it together. So I thought I had a video of that and I just never released it. Let me see. If I go in here to the DaVinci Resolve, let me actually stop my recording now. Stop recording. Stop recording. Are you serious? Come on now. I stopped the recording from my the ISO and it's not responding. Don't tell me I'd have to redo all that recording all over again. Stop. All right. We'll have to handle that later. All right. So in here, these are my videos from last year. Let's see. Let's do audio. No. Q&A intro. I don't think that's it, but let's see. No, see, that's that intro. That's the credits where I need to update. Did I just pick the same thing? I think I did. Intro, Q&A. See, this was an actual old one. Huh. I don't remember. I know I did it because we talked about it. And I remember, Mike, you were talking about it as well, too. Let me see. Kiosk, macros, new birth. Soundwave, is that it? Yes, that can be done if it has access to the SDK. Yes, it can. Again, I have not done lighting, so I can't give you an exact example. All right, so this is the intro that we did. No, this is the one. I found it. So inside of here, it's a lot of steps to do this. Let me turn this off. The main thing, there's a plugin that you need to get. Let me turn off dual screen so you can see everything. So inside of here, it uses a plugin, and you have to, where's it at? Here's the song, audio, and it has an effect that you have to do. And I really got to go back in my back and remember how this was done. So we make a Fusion clip. If we go over to Fusion, it uses a plugin. Not that one. Where is it at? Fusion composition clip. That is it. Open in Fusion page. Why? See, it must not want me to do this because my screen is all. What in the world is going on with my stuff? All right, so inside of Fusion, you use this plugin, the audio waveform plugin. You have to have shrink down the version of your file, your audio file, into MIDI so that it can read it, and all of this stuff. Sets the color, does merges, sets the background, does all this other stuff. That's how that works. And it is very interesting. Now, again, I don't have all the files in place. I need to do the video to show how to do this again. Every time I move all my files, I move them over. So that's why this won't work. Here, I got to pull up everything originally. And my ATEM still has not stopped recording. I am very upset because this is probably going to lose everything that I just did. What in the world? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can stop it. And it won't stop recording. That stinks. I got it. Monty, I know you've had similar moments like this. You've done all the recording, and then all of a sudden, now you done lost everything. Man. Anyway, folks, that was fun. So I need to go back and see how I can actually get this recording back. And I thought this was going to make me have less work to do, and it just added more work. Joy. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, seeing some behind the scenes of the stuff that I do, putting this stuff together. And if you see any videos on the Ultra Switch and the Ultra G5 Dome camera, you'll know I was able to get the video. If not, we just have to see what we can do. Anyway, folks, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you later.